Hi everyone, it's Tanya. I'll just wait till people start showing up. I could do tap dances, I could sing for you. I don't know what. Anywho, just waiting for people to arrive. And for some reason, my page isn't loading in real time. So we have 10 folks here already. Hi Lisa! And there's my Karina and my buddy Victor. He's out in Cali. And Miss Cindy. Hiya! Did everybody have a good lunch? Did you get something to munch on? Hello Melissa. I had a barbecue beef sandwich. No, barbecue pork sandwich. Sorry. Anywho, hey Laura. Hi Tina. Valerie. Look at all these folks. Everybody's come in. Oh, there's Miss Lois. Hi. Hershey, PA. I want to go to Hershey. Are people in Hershey? Oh, hi, Brian. Okay. I can start now. Grilled ham and cheesy. Good. Washington. Okay, so we've got somebody from Washington and Florida, Cali, and we just need somebody from Maine or New York or Boston, and then we got them all. Hello, Kim. Oh, she's from Delaware. That'll work. Okay. Hey, Biff's out of the hospital. That's good news. That's really good news, Renee. Okay, let's get started. I've got 45 minutes, and I have some good stuff for you. If you were with me last last recording, last card. Anyway, if you were with me this morning, we were making cards. I gave you a little preview of what we were going to do today. You are going to, on our website right now, all the dies that I used to make this card are 20% off. They're in the sale category. You do not need a coupon, no code, no anything. They're there. There's 5 dies that I used. You guys want to see? Want to see? Okay, hold on. Ready? It's really cool and so easy. Yay! Now this looks black. It's really not black. It's a very, very dark navy. Okay. Look. And watch the tea bag moves. Isn't that fun? This is such an easy card. You guys, it's so incredibly easy. Oh, Dolores is here. I love just hanging out for a couple minutes and just seeing who's joining me. Oh, and South Florida. We got it. This is so much fun. I could sit here and really just chat with y'all. We could just get on some Saturday and everybody chat, Anyway, so we have until about 2 o'clock. It is supposed to get really super bad here, like tornado weather. It's what we do here. And so hopefully it won't go anywhere until after 2, and we'll have really awesome internet. So I'm going to show you the dies that we used to make this card. Oh, I'm Tanya with KarenBurniston.com. Sorry, hi, I'm Tanya with KB Riley. That was embarrassing, a little awkward. I'm Tanya with KB Riley. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, the dies I used to make this card are the tea and coffee pop-up die, the tea and coffee borders. These are brand new as of last release. I'm sorry guys, I just, I was here earlier. I figured y'all know who I am. I used the rectangles crosshatch and the border blends, and this is so much fun. I'm going to show you how I did the borders. These are so cool. There's only 3 dies in this set. Oh, well, this is my set, but there's only 3 dies in this set, and depending how you hook them together will depend on which of these borders they make. These are really incredible sets. We have 3 different ones. Tina's laughing at me. More coffee, right? Holy cow, I left my coffee on the counter. Anyway, and happy Mother's Day. Okay, if you don't want to make a Mother's Day card, you can always put, happy birthday. And I hate stepping away, but there's no way that I can do this without my coffee. It's kind of like a security blanket. I don't know. All right, for those of you who have logged on to watch, and you don't know what Karen Burniston does or what KB Riley does, we are a pop-up die company. Our dies are designed by the genius Karen Burniston. She has been in the business for over 20 years now. And everything that she does every die she designs is made to work with something behind it. And so all of our dies work together. It's so much fun. So you should go check it out, KarenBurniston.com. Again, the 5 dies that I'm using to make this card, okay, are going to be on sale for 20% off. And 2 giveaways this time. All right, not 1, but 2. The teacup, if you don't have the teacup, you have got to get it. The cool thing about the teacup die, so I'm going to go back over them again. The cool thing about the teacup die is that the teacup and a coffee cup. Tea and coffee. And wait till you see how I use it. It's so ridiculous. And the mechanism. It's fabulous. Okay? These, let me show you if the other one's in there. These are the 3 dies that are in this set. Let me get this out of the way so you can see. So there's 1. There you go. So this is die number 1. This is die number 2. This is die number 3. So on the front of the packaging, if you look, I don't know if I can get it up there. See, this is 1, 2, and 3. It tells you. But we're going to come over here. And if you use 1, it'll give you this. If you use only 2, it'll give you this. And if you use only 3, it'll give you that. But if you want this one, you use this and that. If you want to make hearts, you use 1 and 2. So that means you use die number 1. They have little notches right here, okay? And you just put them together, just like this, right? See where they just fit right in there with each other? I usually take a piece of tape and put on it because I like to hold it in place, okay? And so on and so on and so on. So if you want to make zigzags, you use 2 and 3. You just go on and on and on. And all of these can be made with just these 3 dies. She's genius, guys, I'm telling you. So let's get to making our card. Oh, giveaways to 1 lucky person that comments. Okay, 1 lucky person that comments, you're going to win all the 5 dies I just showed you. Hi, Peggy. 1 other lucky person, okay, is going to win this card when I'm done with it. Yay! Because I started making cards and then I always have 2 sets and I don't know what to do with the other set. So let's go ahead and start making this card. All ready? Okay. Now the paper, I know you guys are going to ask me, I think it's photoplay paper. I'm pretty sure that it is. We're going to go ahead and just put the front of the card together first. I like to do it before I attach it to the card, only because if I screw up the card, then I haven't ruined my papers for the front. So I'm going to use this glue in the fine tip bottle. Most of you know for zip dry, I'm going to put this piece together with zip dry because you guys know me, I love zip dry. I love it. But this is the glue that we are going to use for the smaller pieces. Now it's Line Co pH glue in here, and this is our fine tip bottle. Okay, and it comes empty. It does not come with glue in it, but we also sell the neutral pH. Karina just posted that on there. How to get to it. Karina posts links as we're going along, so it makes it easy for you guys. So I am just going to lay this on here. Now, one of the things that I love about the pH is that it locks down fast. Okay, it's a bookbinding glue and it locks down fast. That's why the KB dies, or that's why we like it for the pop-up dies, because you get a quick adhesion for it. So if I sound like I'm stuttering, oh, I don't want to use that. If I sound like I'm stuttering, it's because every once in a while I end up trying to read the comments and doing this at the same time. It's just ridiculous. So I will pay attention to what I'm doing. Now, zip dry, if you do not know zip dry is freaking fabulous. One of my favorite card making adhesives ever. And it's because it's like rubber cement. Remember when we were younger, rubber cement came in a jar and it had that really ugly wire brush. This is kind of the super version of that in a bottle. And you only need to use it on the edges. But say this was the wrong piece of paper, okay, and I wanted to use the other side instead. I could literally take this that I just glued down, like for the first probably 20-30 seconds, reach in and grab it and peel it off. All right, all I have to do to get rid of the glue here is just to rub, and look, it all comes off. Just like that. It's amazing stuff. And I figure, you know, if I'm going to spend a lot of time making cards, I don't have to use just one glue. And I want to use the one that makes it as perfect as I can get it, you know, if I'm going to spend all this time making them. So let's put that back on. It'll let me move it around until I like it. And then we're just going to seal it back down. And this little piece right here, we're just going to put in the middle, just like that. Yep. Now the reason it's too long is because this piece right here is designed to fit on the front. So it's going to have a little bit of an edge hanging over until we put it on the card. Okay. Now we're going to, I couldn't decide which I liked. So do I go with a Happy Mother's Day with the white on top and the navy underneath, which maybe I'll do this time because it'll be different. Do a little bit of a shadow that way, and then it'll go on top of the peach. Yes, I do believe we're going to do that this time. I'll just put this away. So in order to create a little shadow, super easy, super easy, you just use your fine tip, and we're just going to put, and you don't have to cover all of it. I like to cover all the edges so nothing sticks up, or, you know, the outside edges. But you don't have to get glue on absolutely everything. Okay. Put a little down there. And don't lay this down all at once. So what you want to do is just start at the top and work your way down. All right, give yourself the little shadow, find the shadow that you like. Oh, that looks really good right there. And then just kind of work yourself over, little letter by letter. And then when you're done, smash it. You don't have to smash it, but you know. Get her all on there, and there we have it. This, we're just going to do the same thing with and put it on the backgrounds. Okay. And we're just going to put it on the little shadow, just like this. Again, just kind of start on one edge and get it centered in. Just work your way around. Okay, then we have that done, and all we have left to do is put it on the front, just like this. Very simple, right? You can also, if you want to, on this one I popped it up, and we can do that as well. I did cut a little pink heart to go over here, so it's going to be, and the other one I cut a green one. You don't have to, but you can also put a little red heart on the inside if you wanted to. And there we go. And let me grab some foam tape. Okay. Just like that, and you can put some on the top and bottom if you want. I think I might just put a couple, 3 spots. Aren't you impressed with how nice and clean my space is? Yeah, I went like crazy after I was done last time. So once we get this done, just pull off the tape and put it on. For those of you that are not aware or that may be new to us today, that KB Riley got started about 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. It's gone by so fast. By Karen and I own Riley and Company. And I called her up one day, and I saw in a blog post, and I never read blog posts ever, but I just happened to see this blog post that she made, and it said that she was no longer going to be licensing with who she was with. And so I called her and said, hey, let's start our own company. And she said, okay. And seriously, that's how we got started in maybe 30 seconds or less. It was the strangest things. We got together and did the business end of it and figured out how we were going to start. So the KB stands for Karen Burniston. And the Riley is, of course, Riley, LLC. So now our front's done. If I wanted to, we could put some stickles on it, but I think I'm going to wait till the end, okay? So I'm just going to set this aside. And now we're going to work on the inside. All right, I'm going to grab my zip tray again. And you guys are going to be amazed at how easy this is. I started doing these a while back for OOAK and for a couple other events because I was so intimidated by our own die line. And I thought, if I'm intimidated, I bet there's other people that are intimidated as well. You know, that pop-up dies make them nervous. Right? So when I had a store, I'd always make Dolores do it first. If it had anything to do with reading instructions, I made Dolores do it, and then Dolores could show me, because I'm not an instruction kind of reader. And she'd do it, and she'd show me. Well, with Karen, the great thing about, all I did was fold our card in half, okay? I'm going to glue these two pieces while I'm talking to the inside here, just like that, and kind of have them butt up in the center, all right? So the thing about Karen is every pop-up die that she puts together, she does a video for. And I'm like, oh, videos are good. Videos are good. And so I decided to go ahead and do like a pop-up for dummies thing, because I was the dummy and it was really intimidating. And what I found when I got started doing these is they are not difficult at all, especially if you watch her videos. Her videos, I'm serious, they're so calming, and she puts them to, and you can pause them, and you can take your project with you and do it while she's doing it. They're so informational. And then, of course, on the back of every package is instructions. Yeah, I don't use those, but I use the videos. I tried instructions one time. I actually did it. They're so good that I actually did it, but I really prefer videos. So here we go. I've got this all together. Easy, huh? So let's just do the mechanism. This is ridiculously easy. The mechanism part is just this little guy and this little swing arm. This is it. Okay? If you go to any product page that we have, say, sorry, I'm thirsty. Is there Bailey's in here or not? You guys know me. Is there? Mm-hmm. Okay. No, there's not. For those of you guys that were hanging with me, there's not. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this piece, but this die is actually scored. I am really seriously going to get a better video system. But this is the piece. This is the piece. And if you can see on there, see these little score lines? She already has them there for you. You don't even have to measure. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold along my score lines. Okay, and this folds back. So it's just like this. And then this one is going to fold forward. And a little tip that I learned is that if you poke your fingernails in where the line is, you can fold it in a lot easier. So that is going to leave you with this little tab right here. And it's folded on this, on the diagonal. So we're just going to fold it back, and then we're going to fold it front. Okay, and we're going to open this up and just pop it out. And look at that. You can close it Ta-da! See how easy that was? Super simple. It's just literally, it's just a fold. Now let's put it in our card. So all we're going to do is just glue this to the card. So we have this one tab, bottom tab, and this is, I'm going to show you guys a little super secrets. See this little jar? It's a yogurt jar. This is one of Karen's little tricks. She's got a souped up one now. I'm going to bling mine out. It's just a yogurt jar. I don't know what kind of yogurt, but it's a yogurt jar. So if you put a paper towel in the bottom, see that? Just a paper towel, and put a tiny bit of water, tiny, not a lot. If you put too much, it's going to make your glue really runny up in here, okay? So stick it down in there when you're working, and you don't have to worry about your little tip clogging up. Yeah. So we're going to put a, let's see, where am I at? Yeah, okay. We're going to put some glue down here, just like that. And we're going to put this right here. If you're doing the teacup and you're going to use the saucer and you're doing an A2 card, you kind of need to get it right in the middle. Alrighty. And it's going to lock down pretty quick. Alright. Then I'm going to fold this just like this. Just fold it over like it's already meant to be folded, and I'm just going to glue just the back of this tab. Try not to get it on your line, like I just did. Alright, see that? Can everybody see? That's where I glued. And then all you're going to do is close your card. And we have our pop-ups done. This is done. Now all we have to do is decorate. Do you believe me? Ready? Look at that. It's already done. Okay. Then you have this little arm here. All this piece is an arm. You can put it anywhere you want depending on how big of swing you want. Now keep in mind that this set has a coffee and a tea. So we're going with the tea bag this time. So I'm just going to stick it kind of up. I just want it to go in a little bit. So I'm going to stick it kind of straight up like that. Just like that. Hold it there and it will stay. And we are literally done. That's it. We're going to start putting our stuff together. All right. So simple. You guys are just going to crack up. Now I have all these pieces that I've pre-cut. So let's just put some of them down. We're going to put this little piece. I always like a little piece so that you can write on it, you know, and say hello and I love you and, you know, you're a great mom and all that good stuff. Okay. There you go. Then this piece goes to the top. This piece goes right here. And we're just going to glue that down. Let me use my zip drive for that. And I'm just going to overlap just a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'm going to run a line with my fine tip right along this border right here. And I'm going to bring in one of the borders. Now the genius of Karen, I'm just going to move this down just a little bit. Hang on, bear with me. Her dies are so well made. Victor, I thought of you too when I noticed this. This is something the engineers think of that some of us wouldn't. That little point and that little point is intentional. It's made to make it so that an A2 size card exactly hits the points the same on each side. It's crazy. I would never think of that. My friend Victor, who's on here as well, he's in California. And he has designed some dies for Riley and does a lot of cut files. The Excited Atom. I'm going to put a plug out there for you, Vic. The Excited Atom on Pinterest. If you have a laser cutter, He has some fabulous files. All right. And there we go. So now all we're going to do is take our scissors. Come in. Isn't that amazing how it's, I mean, the details really do matter. Get back along here. There we go. And all I'm going to do is take this, have a terrific day. Once upon a time, you guys told me that you guys loved when I mixed Riley with KB Riley. So this is a Riley and Company little stamp. So I thought it was appropriate. So we're just going to cut a little V in the end, make a little banner. And then this is going to go right in the center. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing to this piece because I have another little border here. I really wanted to make a coffee cup for you guys to see as well, but I didn't get a chance yesterday. I sneak a look every once in a while, and I'm looking at Jody's, and she said, "You make this look so easy." It is easy. Really, that's why I teach it. If it was hard, the people that know me, honestly, Karen is at an event right now teaching in Louisiana. I could never do that. I teach cards, but they have to be really super, super easy cards. If these were hard cards to put together, I wouldn't be here, which is why I'm doing this, because they are so easy that I wanted to show everybody else how easy they were too, because if I was intimidated, I figured, other people might be intimidated. Now, this, okay, I'm going to put that right up there. Now, I'm going to show you, let's put the teacup together. Now I'm going to show you this first, okay? This is one of the tea borders. This is an amazing set. The little, look at this. These borders are so much fun. Coffee and coffee beans, and they're individual little saucers, but they're also long line of coffee cups, a long line of that. So you can cut the whole thing. And then if you just want to use one, like I'm going to use, all you do is you just take your scissors, snip it off, and you have 4 to go. And the fun thing about it is there's lines embossed here, which I know you guys can't see. So I'm just going to take my white pen, and I'm going to draw it down in those little lines. Okay, I'm just going to make a little mark over here. If you look on the die, the actual die, the little marks for you to draw in are already there. You don't even have to even do it by hand. You can just follow along. And I'm just going to put that right there. Nope. Use this. All right. And I am just going to sit that right there. And our base is done. Okay. And our top is done. So let's make us a teacup. All right, now I have my extras. Okay. This is an amazing, can you guys see? Yeah, you can see that. See how that's embossed? All right. It's the die. So you just put it in. And when it cuts, I'm using super thick paper. When it cuts, I roll it through several times. Look on YouTube, find out what the plate order is to get embossing through your machine, and emboss it, and it leaves this little raised piece. Okay, if you go to the video for this, Karen will show you how to make the cup glossy with packing tape. It's amazing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my oxide and a little dauber dude. Now I got Stormy Sky in both the Distress and the Oxide. The Oxides tend to be softer and the Distress tends to be stronger. So I'm just going to do this, ink it up, and watch this. We're just going to go in. So funny, my mom used to, or I used to have, I think it's, my mom had the brown stuff, I had the blue stuff. The false graph that had this color. Isn't that amazing? And then all you do is just wipe this off. Easy peasy. You can use a wet wipe, you can use whatever, it'll work. Then we are going to do our saucer. Now my saucer is going to be white, but it's going to have, you know, I'm kind of thinking like china. So it's going to have a little inside that has a pattern on it. So there are score lines in here that I know you guys can't see. Maybe you can see them on this one. See those lines in there? Okay. It does not, they don't show up really well on just paper. So I tend to bend it a little, and then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to go in and cut along that line. Okay, make sure you remember which is the end of it. Okay, the bottom, not the end, the bottom. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab the regular Distress ink Stormy Sky and a different little finger thingy, and I am going to ink the bottom, and that is going to give me a little 3D effect. Look. See how it's kind of shaded? So then we're going to take our glue and we're going to line it up with that. And look how it makes that look like a little teacup with the inside. And then all we're going to do is glue our teacup to that. Isn't that easy? Isn't that crazy easy? I'm telling you guys. Super simple. She spends literally some of the dies that she makes. She is so meticulous and does everything so perfectly that it is not unusual for Karen to work 1 week on just designing one die. Now, not every die is like that, but I mean, it's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work to do the design on the dies. And she cuts and then adjusts and then cuts and then adjusts, and it is craziness. So I'm going to put glue here. You guys are thinking, so if Karen does all the design, what do you do, Tanya? We are the business hub, and we're out of Kansas City. Karen's in Texas, of course, and we are out of Kansas City. And so we have a warehouse here that ships and everything. Now see, I've got that glued on. I'm just going to close it and open it up and make sure that it all clears. Yep, it does. So I run most of the business from here, and the warehouse is here. Stu does all of the shipping and the receiving. And then Karen does all of the designing, and she teaches and all kinds of stuff. So all that we have left for this card, right, is these little teeny pieces. It even has a little tea bag. All right. So you're like, what in the world are we going to do with this? This right here is my little tea bag. Yeah, there we go. And all I'm going to do is take vintage photo and just go around it and make it look, you know, like it's been dunked in there. And then I'm going to fold this over, and the top, I'm going to do that too. Okay, then we are going to take like a little 3.5 inch piece of string. It's going to go right in there. You're going to go right in there. Come on. Oh, it's going to be fussy with me. So let's do the other end. Do the wet trick. There we go. So all I'm going to do is put a little bit of this glue. Just like that. And I'm going to close it and hold it there. And that's a tad bit long, so I think I'm going to just cut off a little bit. Now, if you watch the video for this, she always uses double-sided tape on the back when she cuts them out, and it's so ridiculously smart, and I always forget to do it. So I have to glue. But all we're going to do is take that piece, okay? We're going to lay this there. I'm going to take my other piece and put them together. And that is the tip of our tea bag. Now this is going to go on this little arm. This little arm, right? Now it doesn't need to be that big. All right, so whatever you want to use, it's long enough to cover a bunch of stuff, but for this case we don't need it that big, so all we're going to do is just snip it off, put a little bit of glue right there, and we are just going to glue that right on. And just hold it for a second. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of glue. You can use a glue dot if you want, whatever. Just right there by the handle, kind of. And I'm just going to attach that. Ta-da! So see, when I close it, it's looking like it's dunking. Cute, huh? Okay. Now, the last thing, I love the spoon. It's funny how real it looks. It's kind of strange, but can you guys see that? It's just silver mirror paper. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the edge and tuck it in here. Oopsie. I don't want any glue to show. So there we have that. Look at that. I know, isn't it amazing? It is so easy to do. How long have I done this now? For maybe like 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is I've cut out the hearts, even come with it. I'm telling you. The hardest part of this card will be figuring out what paper to use. I'm telling you. That'll take the longest time too. So let's get all these over, and then we'll just glue hearts everywhere. And I'm not a little tiny piece kind of person, so I have my little pick rubber. It's a quick stick. You can get these on our website. They're an absolute must in my world. If you don't like little pieces and stuff, you can get these on our website. All you do is pick stuff up. So watch this. I'm going to put 2 dots right here. If you've never seen one of these, I'm going to blow your mind right now. So you just take this. It's got this little gummy stuff right here. Right there. And right there. Ta-da! Oh, Karen just posted it there. Okay? When you guys throw this in on your order, it is magnificent, along with the glue bottle and the glue. Okay. Sorry about that. Now I want to put a little heart right here because it's cute. Nope, we want a white one. Aww, isn't that cute? So now we're just gonna, we're gonna put little blue ones at the top here. So one in the middle. And this is where I get to the point where I could just go on forever decorating. I'll just go and go and go and go. What else can I put on there? Needs a little bling, I think. No, Tanya, leave the bling off. Coffee cups don't have bling. All right, so the rest of these hearts, I just want something to fill in the background here. So I'm just going to make random dots. And hope that I have enough dots for the glues that I did. I'm just going to stick them on. Did you ever think this card was going to be this easy? Like, seriously? And the great thing about this pH glue, if any of it gets out along the edges, all you have to do is touch it, you know, it'll come off on your fingers, of course, but you can wash it off your fingers. But that way, and you know we have an extra white heart, so we just, you know, can't just leave it there. So let's stick it right there. Ta-da! Oh, what do you guys think? Okay, there is no kits for this. There's no way I was going to cut all these little pieces and put it in a kit. That's why we take all the dies. Now I'm going to go back. Okay, so several places that I want you to go today. If you want to check out Karen's videos, you can watch product videos on the product pages, but she also has a lot of videos on her YouTube page. We have a fan group that you can go to. You can see what our designers make. Our designers are insane. They make the craziest things I've ever seen. The level of excellence for the KB designers is just unmatched. They are fabulous. So make sure you go to Facebook and like the Facebook page and join the fan group. Okay. She also has a blog and a Pinterest page. Okay. So, and of course the website is KarenBurniston.com. Now I'm going to just go back real quick. I've got 4 minutes and show you the dies I used. This die and the tea and coffee pop-up, these were just released. Whoop. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you got your tea and coffee pop-up. Gives you both. All right, and it even has a little steam in there if you want to put some steam in the coffee. Okay, then you have the little tea and coffee borders. And while you're out there, they're not on sale, but you guys have got to check out the oven borders. There's little baby toast and little toasters and little grilled cheese Sammies. I'm not kidding you, little Sammies. It's the cutest little thing ever. So there's that. Then we have the border blends in the Argyle. And we have the Mother's Day. And you don't have to buy them all together. So if you want to get a happy birthday, it's not on sale, but you don't have to put Mother's Day. And the rectangles crosshatch. So all of these are under the sale category. Go to shop and then go to sale and they'll be under there. And so here is your, oh, hey, we have 3 minutes and I forgot to finish the card. We have to put the front on. Yes. See how that fits now? Good thing I closed that. So all we're going to do is just use our zip dry. And zip dry locks down really good. If you try to take it off, hold on, get that over here. If you try to take it off after it's been on a couple minutes, you'll rip everything to shreds. That's how well it locks down. So we're just going to lay that on there. Get it nice and centered. Perfection. Look at that. And you're done. Yay! All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned something. That's my main thing. And have a great rest of your day. Yeah. Now you tell me it needs a front. I know. I'm on it. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy and make sure that you come back and you see me next time. Okay? And thank you from the bottom of my heart for you guys that watched both of them today. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you so very much. So now I am going to refill my coffee, go sit in my comfy chair because it's storming outside, and I'm going to read through all of your comments and see what you said. And Karina's going to draw. All right? And some lucky winner is going to win the card or the whole set of dice. Thank you, everybody. Have a fabulous day.